Hello, good morning, and welcome to the AM News with me, Mapisa CBD. Now, first story, soldiers of the 10 Mechanized Battalion in Wa have been accused of brutalizing some residents of the Upper West Regional Capital, Wa, apparently over the theft of a mobile phone. Several of the victims are reported to have sustained injuries, with two of them currently on admission at the Wa Municipal Hospital. One of the victims, 29-year-old vulcanizer Gafo Mahama, is suspected to have a fracture in his right thigh. The Public Relations Officer of the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council, Tlete Sauni, is also another victim, and he's been speaking about the incident.
They just snubbed me and went ahead. And before I could say Jack, 5 of them were running after. They just pounced on one Kambu rider, slapping him, beating him. Then that was why I said, no, this is too much. If these people should do this, they can get away with it without any evidence. So I picked my phone and filmed what they were doing. So when I filmed it, some of them saw me filming it. So they head towards our vehicle. They were saying that you are filming us. Who is filming? Why are you filming us? And I said, oh, before the NADMO director could talk, they dragged him out of his car, collected his phones. They collected the NADMO regional director's phone and dragged him out of the car. They asked for me. When I turned to look at the other side, they held my shirt, pulled me out of the car. And when they pulled me out, they were asking me, I'm the one videoing them. Before I could realize, they kept an object, hit my head 3 times on the head, and another one hit from behind. So then they were now saying that you are videoing us. So I shouted at them. I said, do you know who I am? You don't even know me and you are beating me. Then the one of them said, who are you? So they were saying that the video I've taken, I should delete it. I should delete the video. And they should bring the phone. But then they had collected my phone. One, they collected, but one fell down on the quote, and the screen has even spot. So they collected that phone. One of them said, bring the phone so that he will delete the video. They should ensure that I delete the video out. Then I told them I won't delete the video. It's not a crime videoing you. It's not a crime video. I won't delete the video. So they were using the shockers on me. Trying to use the shocker. They were using the shockers to shock me. They shocked all over my body, but I didn't mind them. Then they took the intervention of DSP Emilia, who rushed on them and shouted at them, do you know the person you are beating? You are beating the PRO of the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council. You don't even know your actions. The regional minister might have sent him to come and see what you are doing. Look at what you are doing. Then when she mentioned that they mellowed, they brought their voices down and saying, why were you videoing us? And I said, no, I wasn't only videoing you. I was even on phone call with your commander. Why are you beating people? So that was why one of them was walking away. Oh, get away. You can even call our commander? You can't even call our commander. So stop boasting that you call our commander. So that was why they gave my phone back to me. And by then there was some blood coming out of my. So the regional NADMO director sent me to the municipal hospital so they could clean the blood from my face. So they cleaned the blood, and then I went to the regional police headquarters. When I went to the regional police headquarters, the regional commander said the military commander had instructed him to go to the scene and stop the boys. But I was even told that when the regional commander went there, they didn't even mind him. So the regional commander came back. So the regional commander said he has prepared a report and sent to the police headquarters on the incidents. And then he asked that they give me a police form to come to the hospital for medical attention. So that is why I'm here for medical attention. They've finished examining me. I just pick an X-ray, and I'm still waiting for the doctors to discharge me to go home.
Meanwhile, Upper West Regional Minister Dr. Hafiz bin Salah has disclosed that 5 top high-ranking military officers from the Military High Command will be in the region today. He said they will be visiting the leadership of the Wala community that included the overlord of the Wala traditional area to apologize to them over the incident and also to reassure them that they're going to investigate the issue and those found culpable will be severely dealt with.
The alleged assault of sea of people by some military personnel from the 10 Mechanized Battalion took place early afternoon at the Tendamba Crescent and into some parts of the Wazongu and Wa market. The soldiers, numbering over 50, as seen on a viral video, whipping any motorists, commercial tricycle operators, and pedestrians. The move is said to be triggered by the theft of a mobile phone supposedly belonging to one of the military officers. The people who bear the brunt most are those who attempt to video record the inhumane and dastardly act. They are whipped with sticks and in some cases metals. Worst of it, some were beaten and pushed to the gutter. Those who took to their heels are given a hot chase and arrested.
Look like we were watching them. They thought that we were taking videos. They just came in. Even they beat one boy inside my office there. The guy didn't even do anything. They just came and said, what is the bed? The guy said, what bed? This is not a bed, like bed place. So they started slapping the guy, slapping all over the place, and they even asked the rest of them that was standing there that they should come out and lie down. Big men, they were even riding motorbike. They stopped them and said they should lie down on the floor. Stepping on others, then they even broke one guy, their hand. The guy was just walking. He went and bought food and he was coming. They stopped him. The guy said, what did I do? He didn't even know what he did.
For those they failed to arrest, any person they sighted in the vicinity are either whipped with a long stick or battered down with their boots.
We were lying down and people were beaten mercilessly. Who gave the authority to do that? We are indeed citizens of this country and we are willing to go by the laws in this country. But we can't tolerate some of these things. Enough is enough. A goat doesn't bite, but when it goes down to the root, a goat do the biting.
29-year-old vulcanizer Gafur Mahama heard loud noise outside the soccer bed center on the Tindamba Crescent, and in his attempt to peep to see what was happening and carry the wrath of the soldiers. He is now hospitalized, suspected to have now developed a fractured thigh. Another, who was also a victim of the military brutality, is Clotilde Awuni, public relations officer of the Upper House Regional Coordinating Council.
So when I filmed it, some of them saw me filming it. So they head towards our vehicle. They were saying that you are filming us. Who is filming? Why are you filming us? And I said, oh, before the NADMO director could talk, they dragged him out of his car.
Away from that, former Auditor General Daniel de Monneval has revealed some employees of the audit service who helped him to raise issues of financial impropriety in the Kroll case against the former senior minister Yao Safumafo have been demoted, with one of them transferred to the central region.
My heart bleeds and I weep for audit service. Since the day that the president forced me on leave and finally said I should go on compulsory retirement, I must say that all the people who were associated or identified to have a role to play in the audit of the Ministry of Finance, which resulted in the senior minister's issue or that of Crow and Associates, have all had their share. The Deputy Auditor General, who was in charge of central government audit, which is the ministry's audit, is today sent to Ministry of Finance as a director. More or less, he has been brought 2 steps lower to go and report to the directors or the chief directors and the minister who his audit had problem with. The Assistant Auditor General who led the audit has been transferred into the regions. In fact, even the lawyer who led the case in court, the Director of Legal Service, has been transferred as we speak to Cape Coast. He is now a district director in Cape Coast. The idea, the argument is that he applied to audit service and started as an auditor before becoming a lawyer. So he should go back and do audit instead of being a lawyer. But a system, what type of system is this?
The National Democratic Congress is demanding immediate dismissal of the Ijura Municipal Chief Executive from office. They accuse Salisu Bamba of being behind the deployment of military officers to the scene of the protest in Ijura, where 2 people were shot to death. Now, the NDC's communications director also wants the municipal police commander indicted, prosecuted and punished in accordance with the law. Sami Jemfi claims the military officers who shot the 2 residents aren't the regular officers they know, so the MCE and the police commander, DSP Philip Hammond, must face the law.
As a political party, we are completely appalled and disgusted at what happened in the draft few days ago. The
state-sponsored killing of innocent young men of this town by the military is not only reprehensible and condemnable, but it is barbaric, it is evil, and it is an issue that has totally eroded the confidence that many citizens have in our security agencies. We condemn it in no uncertain terms, and we are here demanding for justice.
That's right.
Justice to appease the souls of those who have been murdered and their families.
That's right.
Justice to appease the souls and the families of those who have been injured.
Yes.
And we are demanding that first and foremost, those who murdered Ibrahim Mohammed, aka Kaka, are immediately put before a court of competent jurisdiction, prosecuted, convicted, and punished in accordance with law. And so we are saying that apart from dealing with the killers, the municipal chief executive whose bodyguards committed that murder, and the municipal chief executive who is the same person who deployed the military to attack young peaceful protesters, military men who squatted, aimed, and shot at unarmed, harmless, retreating protesters. That municipal chief executive officer cannot continue to be in office. And it is important that with immediate effect, he is dismissed from office, arrested, and prosecuted.
Yes.
Aside that, the police commander for Edra, the military commander who was responsible for the mindless deployment that caused the death of Nasiru and Mohammed Mutala, must be immediately interdicted, prosecuted, and punished in accordance with law.
Right.
People cannot hide behind the uniforms they are wearing to commit crimes and get away with that.
No.
And per information we are gathering on the ground, we understand that the military officers who shot into the crowd and killed Mutala and Abdul Nasiru were not the regular military officers we know.
No.
These are bearded, earring military officers who we believe are vigilante elements of the new patriotic party who have been integrated into the military force. They are the same people who committed atrocities we all saw during the Ayawaso West Wagon by-elections.
Away from that, Vice President Dr. Baumeier is asking mining communities to develop the locality they mine in. He says the sharp contrast between where the miners live and the surrounding areas is a source of worry to government. He wants industry giants to seriously consider an agenda to ensure locals enjoy from the natural resources in their areas. Dr. Baumeier was speaking at the launch of the Ghana Mining Week 2021 in Takoradi in the Western region.
Ghana Mining Week was preceded by a Gold Expo in 2020 to advance policies ensuring that the small-scale mining sector operated within laws and procedures that sustain the environment and promoted responsive mining. Dr. Baumeier says community mining was key to solving issues affecting the small-scale mining sector, which poses greater risk to the environment and the people involved.
It is well known that the rise in illegal mining, no doubt being fueled by unemployment, but also by the desire of the average community members to have a feel of the minerals. In this regard, government is putting in a lot of measures to stimulate job creation in an integrated and inclusive manner throughout the entire gold mining value chain. And it is in this context that the President launched the community mining scheme,
that will bring the small-scale miners who would have otherwise been on galamsey activities within a formalized and regulated.
Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Abujinapo, added to the call for all industry players to work together in developing the gold value chain. He says government, with partners, hope to build a robust industry through viable and prudent policies.
While the industry contributes significantly to our economy, we know that we are not reaping the full advantage of these resources due to our continuous exportation of unrefined gold. After centuries of producing gold, we cannot continue to export raw gold. We need a paradigm shift, and the time to do so is now. However, Mr. Vice President, I wish to submit that if we all work in honesty and good faith, we can and should be able to overcome all of these challenges.
Western Regional Minister Kobina Ochireda-Kumensa in his address says the 2020 Gold Expo has resulted in the introduction of a mini equipment to control mercury and cyanide to increase gold recovery to about 90%.
The Ghana Gold Expo provided insights into the newest innovative technologies and equipment that are revolutionizing small-scale mining operations by increasing gold recovery up to over 90%, and expose participants to best practices adopted by large-scale mining companies, especially in conservation and reclamation. In sum, the overall objective of the Ghana Expo 2020 was to promote zero mercury in gold extraction and to ensure responsible gold mining practices among all industrial players.
For Joy News, in Athalia Kwanza, Western Region.
And for the AM News, I am Mapito CBD. For more news, you can log on to myjoyonline.com. Enjoy the rest of your show.